Hey, what's up? This is Christopher. Today I'm going to review the Ricoh Theta S. Now, the Ricoh Theta S is a 360 video camera. You can also shoot still photography with it if you choose. Some of the specs really quick. It has a 14.50 megapixel camera. Video output is 2:1, and the still images are basically the equivalent of a 5K photo. I'll post additional specifications in the description box. Be sure to check that out. But what I want to do is I want to tell you a little bit about it and give you a few of my opinions and some of the things that I've noticed while using it. So off the top, on the side of the Theta S, you have a power button, a Wi-Fi button, and then you notice here you have the camera and then the video camera. And what that does, that allows you to switch to whichever mode you want to shoot in. If you want to take still photography for like a time lapse, or if you want to do video, you can switch that without having to connect to the mobile app. So let me go ahead and power this on. And you'll notice that it has a blue light to let you know that it is powered on. Now if I tap the Wi-Fi button here, the Wi-Fi will start blinking. And there's another light here on the front letting you know that I am in video mode. So if I tap up here on this and switch it, that will go to camera mode. Now I can stop the Wi-Fi. Don't want to connect to Wi-Fi. Put it back on the video camera. And if I tap the button here on the front, and now I am recording. You notice now I have a little red light flashing right below the video camera icon to let you know that I am recording. Stop that. Will let you know that I'm not recording anymore because the red light is not flashing. Let's go ahead and power this off. So on the bottom here, you'll notice you have a micro USB port, you have a tripod mount, and then you have an HDMI out. If you want to connect to a monitor or a television or something that supports HDMI, you can connect via that. You want to charge it or transfer files, go ahead and connect to that micro USB. And then if you want to mount this thing on a tripod, you have the tripod mount right there. Now how this works, there are two cameras, one on the front, one on the back. Each of these cameras does 180 degrees, and then it'll stitch them together for a full 360 video or still image. Now, if you want to view these images, you'll need to use either a mobile device that supports it or Firefox or Google Chrome browser on the desktop. Facebook supports 360 video as well as YouTube. Image quality on the video recording, it's a little soft. It's not terrible. This is really like a new technology, or it's in its infancy, I guess would be a better way to put it. So one thing to note about this, if you're going to be an early adopter, you have to know that something like this is only going to get cheaper, and then the quality is only going to get better. And, you know, it's just going to, every year, it'll just make improvements to this technology. It'll get easier to view, easier to record, and then the quality will just look a bunch better. Overall, though, I mean, if I was going to rate this, like, say, on a scale of 1 to 10, I definitely would give it like a 7 for quality and definitely a 10 for cool factor or whatever. A couple things to note. If you're shooting outside in bright, sunny day, do not aim this directly at the sun. Try to angle it, or maybe even like do it from the side. You're still going to get the sun in the shot, but what I noticed is, like, if this is facing the sun, it would be really dark on this side, or bright on this side, and then really dark on the other. Not really dark, but you could see a difference between the two images that are stitched together when you are like panning left or right when you're watching the video. That's just a tip. Now, there are a couple free applications that you can download from Ricoh that work with the Theta and the Theta S, and I will link to those. They're free to download if you want to shoot time lapse or anything like that. What the Theta app does, that allows you to fine tune the type of either still photo or video that you want to shoot. Like if you want to do a time lapse, so you can download the application and set up like the interval of the time lapse. I think the minimum is 8 seconds, but if you want to do like a photo, say every 15, I think you can get about 1,600 photos all together that you stitch together for a nice little 25 or 30 second time lapse maximum. That's if you max it out. One thing you need to be aware of is you need to make sure that you watch the storage on this or whatever. So when you're shooting, make sure you have an empty slate, and then you can go ahead and fill it up because it will cut off once it gets full. Some people said it overheats. I haven't experienced that, but just something to be aware of. Overall, this is a fun, fantastic, just a nice little toy or whatever, or anyone that's interested in either video, or if you're interested in 360, particularly the editing side of things. Like if you want to get into editing 360 video, like be one of the first ones to start doing all that, now is the time to grab it. I mean, this thing only costs $350, and there are cheaper things. I think LG makes one that's like 200 or something. So it doesn't really matter if you're just going to get it to work with for the future. It's definitely a great little toy for that. But I will link in the description as well some videos that I've uploaded, as well as some of the photography that you can check out if you're interested in looking at the output of it or what the quality of it is. Like I mentioned, there's a little bit of softness in the video, as well as some of the imagery or whatever, but it looks good. I mean, it doesn't look bad. Most people are going to view this on a mobile device, so it looks good enough on those devices. You can really see some of the stuff like on big monitors. Like I have a 27-inch iMac, and I can really get a feel for some of the softness, especially in video when I'm on my iMac, versus what I notice on my iPhone or my Nexus 5X. But if you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. Thank you for watching. Have a great day.